Alright, so it's the morning of day 10, and I've got all my fuel tanks filled up. I'm on the way to hit the showers, and then I'm going to be on the water here shortly. I'm in Havana, Illinois, and I love this place. This little, I wouldn't even call it a marina, it's just a little harbor, a little hangout here that not only is it neat looking, but it's got a great story behind it. I've talked to the owner, and he was real humble about the whole thing, but I just talked to one of his employees, and so this guy bought this property in 1997, and it was just nothing. It was like, well, this area over here where all the trees, just a bunch of junk. So he bought all this property, and then in 2000 just got a crane and started dredging this thing out. Made himself this nice little harbor, and then he's welded all these supports for these piers, welded all that up, built all this stuff himself. Every year he would add a little bit of something. He never got a loan for everything. He's paid cash for everything that he's done here. He's got a full-time job somewhere else, and then this is what he does in the summer. One year they'd build the bathrooms, and then they built that main I don't even know what you'd call it, harbor house, I guess, but it's got just odd and in, things you would need for boating, but not a big selection. But they've got margarita machines in there. They've got about 8 beers on tap. Of course, everything's put away for the year now. And then they've got this screened in room over here with a bunch of tables in it. Well, this whole place is just built for hanging out. And almost all the people that had their boats here live right here in Havana. And they all just come down here and hang out, and they'll go on trips together. And they were telling me that they just a couple weeks ago went down to Grafton, which is where I'm heading next, and stayed overnight halfway down. They all tied up together and just hung out. To me, that's what boating's all about. It's just the atmosphere. This little bathroom area is kind of cool. This is a men's area, but they got it kind of decorated. They got sinks out here for washing your hands, and anyways, it's cool. Girls' areas are full of flowers and plants and stuff. The whole thing floats too. They were telling me that when it floods, that ramp that goes up to the showers right there will get almost even. That this whole area will go up like 12 to 15 feet. And the piers, the main area here, all floats straight up. I'm gonna just walk through here real quick. That's quite the painting. But this is the I don't know if I'd call it the bar area, but it's just got a bunch of tables, area just to hang out. Unfortunately, everything's all just in disarray. They're putting everything away for the year. I guess last weekend they shut everything down. They don't have ice here anymore. They don't have anything. But I knew that coming into the end of a season like this, there's not a whole lot, places that are going to be open. It's called Tall Timbers. Sewage pump out for the boats. Another little pavilion over here where they got these grills. They don't allow any fire out here, so the grills are all electric. But it's still awesome that they provide grills. People can come out here and grill stuff up. They got all these electric heaters all over the place so that they can extend their season out here. Ceiling fans. Anyway, I really like this place. the atmosphere, and it's a place that people could just be comfortable and hang out. Felt like I needed to get some detail about this place. I think it's cool. This guy just works full time, and then he does something every year, everything that he can, and he just loves the water and hanging out with his friends. I'm really surprised that none of our lakes have a place more like this. I think that things could float where we're at too. And maybe there are that I just haven't seen. I don't know. Alright, off to the showers. So they've got these nice little bathrooms here, and there's two of them that are identical. Just a shower, bathroom, sink. It's got a corrugated metal roof. I mean, they're nothing fancy, but it's really nice. They're clean. And at a marina, to find something with this kind of facility that's clean, that's free, if you stay here, I mean, you've got everything you need. I spent $28 to stay overnight here. It's way cheaper than a hotel. Had a little problem in the shower, and it's not that the shower was swaying, but that the shower was not swaying, and I fell into the wall twice. I guess that when you go on a cruise, there's this thing with your equilibrium when you get back that you still feel like you're moving, and I've been having problems with that. I've never been on a cruise, so I didn't know about that. They say it can take a month for it to go away, but like right now, I am constantly swaying back and forth to compensate for the boat moving, but there's no boat. So it's kind of freaky, like when you're on a trampoline and you're bouncing and you get on the ground and it feels super solid. It's kind of the same deal, but I almost fell down in the shower because of it. All right, I'm all cleaned up, ready to hit the river. Some exciting stuff. It's the last time I'll be able to see people in at least a couple of days. I'm going to be going down to Grafton, but it's 120 miles. And I've got to stop at, it was called the Blue Island. Halfway down, that's what everybody said yesterday, that's the best place to tie up. It's off the river. There's no facilities. I mean, it's just a little, like a side tributary of the Illinois River. That that's where a lot of people stop at, I guess. So I'm gonna hang there tonight. They got this little fire pit with charcoal grills out here. I just can't say enough about this place. If this were by our house, this would be a great place to go camping or just hang out, because there's, I don't know, I just like it. Okay, back to the boat. It's 10 in the morning. Been on the river for, I don't know, an hour and a half, I think. Decided it's time to eat. We're apparently, I think 10 o'clock is when you should have breakfast. But what I decided to do is I'm going to make a double batch of spaghetti and brats and some spicy Italian ragu. Hopefully that'll be good. And then I'm just going to put the other half of it in Ziploc bags. I brought Ziploc bags to save things in, and then maybe later I can either eat it cold or just warm up a little bit. It's supposed to be 86 today, and I didn't want to be cooking in the middle of the day when it's hot in here anyway. So I thought I'd get it over with this morning before it gets real warm. Super windy though. The waves are probably 1 foot today. It's supposed to get up to 30-mile-an-hour winds later. And I'm going to try and ride it out, see how well she does in the high wind. It's a southerly wind though, so hopefully it'll be coming right into our face. Sideways. I'm not sure what this thing would do with 30-mile-an-hour wind sideways, but I have a feeling it wouldn't be good. Well, I'm gonna finish cooking, and I'll check in with you a little later. Well, the water is just rolling in over the front again, and I've got this is, well, it's just rolling out the back. That board's 1.5 inches tall, and it was going over that a second ago. Drilled some holes back there, so hopefully it'll go out. It's windy today, and even rivers get some pretty big waves on them. I think they're probably 1.5 foot, 2 feet tall. They're tall enough to come over the front of the boat, so that, I don't know what that is, probably 2 feet. But it was just starting to dry out. Alright, this has been going on for, I don't know, half an hour or so. And the waves are getting a little bit smaller. I came over to the other side of the river. And out here, I don't know if you can tell, but it's still a couple feet tall. Gosh, it was just hundreds of gallons of water went through here. And it was going over that board, this 1.5 inch tall board. It was running in the front and just running right out the back. It's a good thing about a pontoon, you don't have to worry about it. I mean, this thing could be completely underwater and it's not going to sink. A regular boat, you're at the mercy of bilge pumps, and you're just hoping that it doesn't go under. But this one, pontoons are pretty safe, really. You can keep them upright. It's wearing me out though. I guess it gets a little stressful when you can see water shooting up 1.5 foot up the door. You can see the shadow of the ladder up there. The water sometimes is splashing up as high as that first crossbar. And then it would just, I mean, tons of water would come in, pull around the door, and run through here. I hope I'm through the worst of it, but we'll find out. Definitely have my life jacket on, got my radio with me, my phone, in case I have to go in the water. Alright, I'm over by the shore, right, and you can see the plants here. Hold on, try to steer. I'm driving straight. I'm driving straight into the wind. I don't even know how fast we're going. I haven't checked the GPS recently, but I bet I'm not going 3 miles an hour. And normally, the throttle of this position, I'd be running like 8. But we're making forward progress. That's what matters. It's like I took a wrong turn and ended up back on Lake Michigan. I can only imagine what the Mississippi's going to be like if it's windy. This has been the scariest half hour of my life. I think, well, about trying to, I was going to make it to Blue Island, but I don't really care at this point. I'm getting off the river. Alright, I'm out of the shipping lane. I'm not sure where this river's at. It's kind of over here. Sweating bullets. I think the bad part's over with. Crossing over the river. I thought it was a good idea, the way the wind was coming, to be on that side of the river. So I fought my way all the way over there, only to find out when the map finally popped up, there's nothing on that side of the river. Okay, so the little river thing I saw was, I couldn't even get to it. It was so shallow. The water, I guess the river's down like 4 feet. And I got into the mud and barely got out of there because the wind was blowing me into the mud and I was trying to back up as fast as I could. Anyway, I get back out of there and try to hug this wall because I saw another river. Water's down so much, there's mud showing there. So I had a desperation, got on the radio, and because I saw these tugs up here, and I'm on a couple of barges right now. And I asked if anybody knew of a place where I could tie up, and they said I could tie up here for a while. I'm just glad to be off the water and still be upright. That was bad. That was really bad. I knew that I could walk or I could swim to shore, unlike Lake Michigan, but on Lake Michigan, that thing never got over close to going sideways like that. I don't know how it didn't go over. It's incredible. So anyway, the guy is really nice. He told me to come up to the office and give me a map of the town. I'm gonna go find a sandwich and have a drink. That was insane. No more doing that. It's Logston Tug Service. Lifesavers. Okay, when I say I'm staying on the river tonight, I mean I am staying right on the river. Feel lucky to be in here. Wish I was further from the water so it'd be a little smoother tonight, but take what you can get. So I'm gonna just hang out here for a while. Hopefully tomorrow weather will be better. Well, I'm in Beardstown, Illinois, and there is nothing here. They don't even have a dock. I mean, nothing. I'm tied up to these barges, and I've been basically just sitting on the boat waiting for tomorrow. Again, I'm getting all practiced up on my waiting. I have made the decision that I am going to stop in St. Louis. It's taken way longer than I thought I was going to, and if the Mississippi is as dangerous as this was today, I'm not doing that again. Today kind of pushed me over the edge on what I should be doing and what I should not be doing. And what I was doing today is what I should not be doing. I really got freaked out today. So anyway, it's gonna take me about 3 more days to get to St. Louis. I've got to go part of the way to Grafton tomorrow, and then I'll be on at Grafton on Wednesday, and then Thursday or Friday I should be able to make it to St. Louis. Now I just need to figure out a trailer to get this thing back. I'm going to dismantle the top or at least the sleeping quarters, and then hopefully trailer it back and see what we do from there. But that's the official word from the top. St. Louis is my destination.